Hello and welcome back to another episode of the UEBS story. We've got another mummy invasion. So, the mummies were actually opening up on two fronts. This is a second army that has traveled north to engage the Dwarves. The Dwarven army is formed up here. Quickly, hastily, they're racing to meet them in this pass. They brought some bears with them. They brought some Cyclopses with them. Will it be enough? Their plan is to hold them in this canyon and hopefully use the choke point to their advantage and the instability of the mountain itself. The mummies, however, have a huge force here lined up, ready to march in on them. We've got some, I believe it is mummy infantry, mummy heavy infantry. We've got some mummy magicians, and I can't remember what these guys were. I think they were the Pharaoh's palace guard, because we have with us today, if I can find out where I left him, here he is, we have the Pharaoh himself in the middle of his troops. I'm going to signal the charge for the battle to begin, and here we go. Well, this is where the Pharaoh turns his attention. Perhaps that attack on the humans was not meant to actually succeed, but only to weaken. I don't think he'd have complained either way. But here we go. They're marching down the pass. The first ones to come in, of course, will be the bears. They are racing down. They want to try and hold them about here, so those rocks rain down on top of the mummies and kill them all. Will it go that way? Only time will tell. The bears are already here. Damn, they're fast. However, the mummies are pushed in rightly. If we can get them all to stack up about here, that will do the job. This pass will work wonders for the few dwarven defenders. Yep, here we go. They are holding up rightly. That is pretty much at the entrance to the pass. And here we go. We've got our first landslide already on its way. Oh man, look at the size of those rocks bouncing down there. They're about to land on top of those poor mummies. I'd say poor, like, but whatever. Boom, already getting crushed by the huge rolling rocks. Damn. Nice wee bear line formed up already. Next Sergeant Mummy troops coming through. These bears are not to be underestimated. They are lethal in themselves. I mean, the mummies themselves are going to have a hard time fighting against that. But they're going to try nonetheless. There is some bears have died, so there is some hope that those bears are absolutely wrecking the mummies. Look at how far they're pushing forward. That's actually not a good thing. You guys want to try and keep the lines where they are. Otherwise they're going to start having rocks falling on their heads. Speaking of which... Ooh, that one's very far forward. That's straight on top of the dwarves. It is somewhat unpredictable in nature. However, oh, what's even this? Oh no! Oh no! It just took out a lot of their bears. That is not good. That is a lot of their front line. Just take it out there with that huge rolling rock. Dwarves, however, still piling in. The Cyclopses now are starting to come around that corner. We really need their ranged fire. Kind of wish they were a bit faster. If only the dwarves had time to actually prepare for the battle. We could have lined up outside and just got ready for them. A few bears still remain. Let's just hope those rocks don't go the same way. But again, there's still a lot of mummies to get through. A lot of them. Also, if you start seeing some lasers, that's the magicians firing their magic. That should be interesting once they start firing. These are the reimagined magicians. These are all the new troops. So we'll see how well they do. Ooh, here comes the next landslide. Damn, this mountain's unstable. Oh, straight on top of them all. Oh, that is lethal. The magicians didn't stop those rocks. Even the Cyclops is now starting to throw their rocks down. So you need iron weapons. All you need is big pieces of rock and claws. They're the real weapons. The Pharaoh, I figure, must have wanted to take out one of the allies so they couldn't all group up again. I wonder if he'd been watching through the Necromancer Wars. More than likely he doesn't want all the Force of the Living. If he can come down here and win a lot of great victories against the Dwarves, they'll be in no position to reinforce the humans. Perhaps he's hoping to take out each of the Alliance members before they can group up. That would be a wise decision, I think. They all support each other really well, and damn those rocks! Wow, that was a lot of mummies dead right there. And still dying. Look at that, right across the front line. A few bears do still remain. But the dwarves need to be careful. They are pushing too far forward. Oops, some of the magic's coming over. That firing angle is not great though on top of that hill. And that's where the battle's taking place, and they're all the way down there. Or back there, even. Perhaps, if they're lucky, some of the stray shots might be able to connect with the Cyclops. That would be helpful. Again, they're pushing forward and forward. Dwarves, what are you doing? Look at that sea of mummies still. Another avalanche is coming. Hold on to your britches. Uh-oh. That rock, right there. Oh, it missed them. It's going straight down to the mummies. That was lucky. Even that one's taking out a few... Oh, yeah, that one took out a few dwarves. Damn, look at that one all the way back there, actually. Sheesh. I hope the Pharaoh's still okay. He's hanging around back here somewhere, leading from the rear. Yeah, there he is. Waving his spear, charging his troops on. But as the battle rages on, all the dwarves actually... No, all the dwarves aren't even in the ravine yet. Whoa, camera, where'd you go? There we go. The mummies, however, are just about all in. However, it is a lot wider on this side. Here comes more rocks. Uh-oh. Wow, look at that one catapulting down the mountainside. Ooh, it might have landed in the dwarves, but it's rolling into the mummies. I thought the Pharaoh would have had more sense than to charge into this area. His overconfidence is definitely going to be his downfall. I just hope he's brought enough troops. The Cyclops is going to be proving problems. Those rocks are still flying over, hitting the back mummies. The dwarves are no pushovers themselves. I mean, they are going toe-to-toe with the mummies. They have no fear. But if they keep pushing on like this, they are going to find themselves backed into a corner with the rocks falling on their heads. They are pretty much at the halfway point now. That is not where they wanted to be. Here comes more rocks. One of them's going straight for the dwarves. A couple of them are actually. Actually, it's rolling through the Cyclopses. That is not good. They cannot afford to lose their range. In fact, I was going to say dwarves probably took more damage there, but that big rock rolled straight into the mummies. However, that is a lot of Cyclops dead. The dwarves have made a huge mistake here charging into this ravine. They should have stayed to the outside. There's still a sea of mummies coming. The Cyclops is trying to throw, but I think they're having the same issue as what the magicians were having. They're not quite getting the clearance. However, they are blocking up. This might work in their favor. If all of these dwarves can get cleared out, then the mummies will push forward again. And that would put the mummies in the firing line for those rocks. Uh-oh. Here comes more. What have we got? Looks like they're all going to the left. Oh man, those mummies are not having any luck. Neither are the dwarves. Oh my god. Yikes. I think the mummies might be in trouble here. These Cyclops need to fall victim to one of these rocks. Otherwise it is all over. Perhaps the dwarves' overconfidence as well has not been completely unfounded. Oh man, it's nighttime now. Temperature will be dropping. Not that the mummies really care. The dwarves are used to this. Come on, they're hardy little fellas. In fact, actually looking at them, they're not even that little. They're kind of the same size. Ooh, here we go again. Oh wow. Okay. Cyclops are in a lot of trouble. A lot of these rocks are going right. Ooh, no, Cyclops were missed, actually. Wow, they got really lucky there. And just like that, the dwarven line cleared out. They are now charging into these Cyclops. It's going to have to come down to actually fighting and killing them themselves. However, this works for the dwarf. Because the Pharaoh's troops are now in range of more of the rocks. Even though they get to now do damage to these Cyclops are absolute tanks. Still a lot of mummies back there. How are the dwarves doing? There's still a lot of dwarves back there too. This fight is nowhere near over. They are managing to fight their way through the Cyclopses. And we've got a few more rocks coming. Which way are they going? Ooh, this looks like it's actually missing them again. It's bouncing right over. They are in like the perfect little spot. That bit of rock there is covering them. And the mummies are just getting slaughtered by them. And their numbers are certainly doing. You can see the path the rocks have taken. Just killing them. That's actually very curious. I think the Pharaoh might be having another failed attempt here. If this keeps up the way it's going, they are in trouble. These tanky Cyclops are just holding them right where they are. The Pharaoh might need to retreat back to the wall and completely regroup. He's going to be in a lot of trouble if he loses this battle. Especially since all he's done is rally the Dwarves against him as well. Here comes a couple of rocks down the right-hand side. And it's straight on top of the Pharaoh's forces. Just about, actually. No, they kind of missed. That was an inconsequential landslide, I think. What a nasty canyon to fight in. Some more of the Dwarves are actually getting through too. They're going to reform their lines here and hold them underneath the rocks. I think maybe the Dwarves have this, even though they started off with so much fewer in number. And that mummy army was massive to begin with. Here we go. It all come down to luck, really. It just depended on where these rocks were falling. Speaking of which, straight on the Dwarves. And not quite onto the Cyclopses. However, that one is brutal. Damn, that rock landed right there and stayed there. They got so lucky. The Cyclopses were almost kicked out. This feels quite even, actually. I think it's actually favoring the Dwarves more. Depends on where these next rocks fall. If we get something similar again and have it land on Dwarves, the Mummies might stand a chance. However, if they fall on the left-hand side, it's all coming down to Lady Luck right now. The Pharaoh should not have moved his troops down here. He should have had them all fight the humans. Here we go. There's a lot going left. It's crushing the Mummies. Well and truly. That bounce, though. That's a few Cyclopses out. But that was absolutely lethal for the Mummies. I think it's all over for them. They do not have the troops to fight the remaining Dwarves. I think the Pharaoh's going to have to retreat. Another landslide. The Mummies need a miracle here. Rocks are favoring the Dwarf side, actually. Shoot, look at that. Straight through those last Cyclops, straight through all their troops back there. And actually, because there's no more troops back here anymore, I think the Mummies got through that one unscathed. I think it's too late, though. I think it is all way too late. I think it's time for the Pharaoh to get out of here. Started off this campaign so well. It's just losing it. going to be the second battle now that his forces have lost. Can the allied nations take advantage of this, though, and build up some momentum of their own? Here we go again. This could be the end of the Pharaoh's troops, depending on where it lands. That one's lethal. This one, ooh, that's not good. That takes out the whole back line. More Cyclops, however, have fallen. This is seriously hurting the Dwarves. Like, there's no doubt about it. They have lost a serious number themselves. But they are going to win the battle. I think it's time for the Pharaoh to leave. Just get out of here before it's all over. Let the remaining troops hold the Dwarves. As he flees, very ungraciously. These ones are very inconsequential. There's no way they can kill enough dwarves. However, they could finish off the Pharaoh's troops. Actually, they are doing that. Oh man, that was nasty. And the last of the Pharaoh's troops have fallen. Of course, the Pharaoh manages to get away to fight another day. However, he has quickly learned that the dwarves are not to be messed with, especially in their home territory. What the future holds? Well, we don't know yet. However, the Pharaoh has indeed lost 2 battles now. He's lost all of his momentum. 2 armies have been crushed. How many reserves has he got? Alright, thank you all very much for joining me for this episode of the UEBS story. I will hopefully see you all again next time. Hit that like and subscribe button. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought. I have no idea what's in store for this, but we will find out next time. Bye.